Welcome to our channel Lifestyle.
Hi guys, today we are going to be discuss about type of macronutrients which is carbohydrates. Carbs is very essential for our health. If we don't want it to increase the fat, then we need a proper guidance from nutritionist. So without wasting any time, let's get started. What is carbohydrates? Carbs have become very controversial topic these days, where one side of panel, especially the paleo and ketogenic advocates, saying that don't eat carbs because our ancestors didn't eat it. And on the other side, experts are suggesting that there is nothing wrong with carbs, just go ahead. Well, I'll try and answer this question for you at the end of this video when we will discuss glycemic index. But first, let's begin with the definition of carbohydrates, the function that carbohydrates play in our bodies, classification and food carbs, food sources, and finally what we mean by glycemic index. So guys, what are carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are sugars that break down into glucose. They include sugar, starch, glycogen, and cellulose. Since the ratio of hydrogen to oxygen atoms in carbohydrates is usually the same as water, that's the reason they called carbo plus hydrates, as in watered carbons. Now guys, we are going to be discuss about what is functions of carbohydrates. As you would have learned in the previous video about protein, that proteins are the main building block of a human body, and when you eat enough carbs, then instead of protein, carbs are used for energy, sparing the protein to do its essential job, that is to build muscle tissue and manufacture hormones. And lastly, eating carbohydrates add fiber to our diet. Guys, carbs are classified into three types. Monosaccharides are a simple unit of carbohydrate and the simplest form of sugar. Some common example of glucose, fructose, galactose, and then there is deoxyribose and ribose found in genetic structure like DNA and RNA. When you combine two molecules of monosaccharides, you will get disaccharides. You get sucrose when you combine glucose and fructose. You get lactose when you combine glucose and galactose. And maltose are made when two molecules of glucose are combined. Polysaccharides are large molecule often combining tens thousands of monosaccharides. Guys, आपको easily समझने के लिए मैं एग्जाम्पल लूँगा और उन्हें कंपेयर करके बताऊँगा. Starch, glycogen and cellulose, that is the fiber, are example of polysaccharides. Some sugars are found in fruits, honey, sweets, honey, candy, white bread, white rice, and soft drinks. And complex carbs are basically all the starchy plant based foods like beans, lentils, potatoes, brown rice, whole wheat, etc. Okay, now let's move on to the glycemic index. This is one of the most important concept in nutrition, so please listen carefully. The glycemic index is a relative rank of carbohydrates in foods according to how they affect body glucose levels. Carbohydrates with a low GI value are more slowly digested, absorbed and metabolized, and therefore cause a lower and slower rise in blood glucose, and less insulin need to be raised by your pancreas to combat the rise in blood sugar. And if we eat carbohydrates with high GI value, then it will get absorbed quickly, causing a faster rise in blood sugar, and therefore more insulin will be produced to combat that. Over time, when we eat more refined carbs like white rice, pasta, or bagel, and other sweets, because of excess insulin raised, every time the cells in your body will start to resist insulin, and we will become insulin resistant, potential leading to type 2 diabetes. So, as a thumb rule, eat carbohydrates which are low in GI scale, which are mainly all vegetables. I hope now you all finally understand all about carbs. If you have any query about this video, please comment below.
Thank you for watching.
If you wanna ask something, please comment below. For more, check out our blog. Link is in the description below. To stay up to date with my latest video and cool fitness tips, make sure to subscribe this YouTube channel by clicking subscribe button.